Hello everyone, this is the Familiar DAVENER number 50, and I'd like to dedicate all the words of Torah I'm about to say to a great rabbinic leader who died b'Seva Tova this past Thursday, Rav Moshe Chanoch Mordechai HaKohen Novosel Zichrono Livracha. Some of you may remember him from his visits to Efrat or from his rabbinic tenure in Philly and other places. He was, on the one hand, as you can hear from his name, someone with rabbinic yichus in the Hasidic world that goes way back, a rabbinic leader himself, but on the other hand, down to earth. And as you can well imagine, I gravitate towards such people with such a combination. And it's exactly this down-to-earth combination that I'd like to speak about today, with a little thing that we do in shul that's very down-to-earth, and that is servicing the people that come late. There's a minhag, at least in Israel, almost everywhere, outside of Israel, in places that are more Nusach Sfaradi, maybe Nusach Sfard, not sure, and that is to say Barchu at the end of davening for those that didn't hear it earlier. In other words, they didn't come to shul on time, and we give them a gesture. We say Barchu at the end of davening for them. All in all, it's a wonderful thing. It means that people sometimes come late. It's natural. You don't have to punish them and penalize them. It could happen. And we do a gesture. We say Barchu at the end of davening, known as Barchu Batra, the final Barchu. It has its precedence in the Gemara in a famous sugya called Porsin al Hashma, which basically means that if you come late to shul, you can get up there, and when davening's totally over, say Chatzi Kaddish and Baruchu, and then eventually Heicha Kedusha in Shachris, maybe at Ma'ariv, and it's okay. So the first thing we learn from this is you can go ahead and not go crazy when people come late. Not to school, not to work, and indeed not even to a meeting. It can happen, there's traffic, there's whatnot, and therefore we do this gesture. However, there's 3 little stipulations, maybe 4, that you should remember about this gesture. Number 1, the Shulchan Aruch paskins not on Shabbos and Yom Tov. The Ramah says that even those that do it during the week don't do it on Shabbos and Yom Tov because everyone comes on time. The Mishnah Berurah is a little easier on this assumption and says it's not that they all come on time, but rather they all come on time for a Baruchu, either the Baruchu before the blessings before Shema, or one of the 7 aliyahs that we say on Shabbos, or the 5 aliyahs on Yom Tov, or the 6 on Yom Kippur. In other words, they'll get a Baruchu somewhere. They're not going to come that late. In other words, we go out of our way and we give a gesture to people that come late, but within reason. Namely, they would get there at least by Kriyas HaTorah. So the first time we don't do it is Shabbos and Yom Tov. Add to this the second time, and that is days that we have a Kriyas HaTorah. Once again, since they heard Baruchu by Kriyas HaTorah, there's no reason to do it after davening. And number 3, the Ramah says not to do it at Ma'ariv. He says the reason is because you don't always say a Kaddish prior, like you do at Shachris, the Chatzi Kaddish before Baruchu. So from that we can learn that if you do say Kaddish at the end of davening after Aleinu, it would be okay, according to the Ramah. But you should know that it's on the books. So therefore, in a shul where they don't say Kaddish after Aleinu, which is not proper for a different reason, maybe because there's no Avelim there, but there still should be a Kaddish in the air, you do not say Baruchu. Baruchu only with the Kaddish prior. The 4th stipulation, Rav Soloveitchik innovated. I don't see it very colloquially followed, but he basically said that the original sugya of Porsin al Hashma is that you say Baruchu and then you say Birkot Kriyat Shema. But if you say Baruchu and nothing afterwards, it's not proper. So therefore, he said, if you're going to do this, always do it before Aleinu. So in Nusach Sfard, that's naturally what happens. There's a Shir Amalot at Ma'ariv, there's a Kaddish Yatom, and then Baruchu, and then Aleinu. And at Shachris, they usually say it before Aleinu, after En Kelokeinu. But in Nusach Ashkenaz, this is not the case. And therefore, said Rav Soloveitchik, if you're going to do it, before Aleinu, before you say a Shevach, you can't just have Baruchu be there hanging at the end. Again, not exactly followed by everyone, but I throw it out there. So, we're down to earth. We say people come late to shul. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to blow a gasket when people come late. However, even though it's a wonderful gesture to say Baruchu, 3 stipulations. Not on Shabbos and Yom Tov, not when you read the Torah, and perhaps not at Ma'ariv if there's no Kaddish prior. Rav Soloveitchik added always to do it before Aleinu, but as I said earlier, not globally followed. So we do acknowledge that people can come late to shul, but of course within reason and with a few stipulations. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.